A lot of people, black, white, Mexican, young or old, fat or skinny, have a problem being true to themselves. They have a problem looking in the mirror and looking directly into their own souls. Around the reason I am who I am today is because I can look directly into my face and find my soul.
What's up, YouTube? So yesterday I did a video about a woman who made her husband wait 3 years before she gave him any. And after the marriage, she divorced him because she never liked him in the first place. But what stood out to me was the woman who was interviewing her. And what I noticed, it's almost like she was supporting her actions. And y'all got to understand, birds of a feather flock together. Who you are, you will always find some type of chemistry around a person who is similar to you. So something made me a bit curious about the person who interviewed her. All right. So what we're going to do is react to the person who interviewed her, because apparently she did a podcast with her and her husband. Now, I always tell you dudes, if a woman is on a podcast discussing her relationship, she's who she is. So with that said, let's get into the video.
Hey, Faye.
What's up?
What are we talking about today?
Um,
First of all, you're cute.
Thank you. Likewise.
Thanks.
Say the same about you. We can talk about why you trapped me. Yeah, you got me. But it's okay. I love being trapped by you.
What? I'm so confused. What you mean I trapped you?
I mean, shoot. What's confusing?
I trapped you how?
Well, I don't know. No, we can talk about really though. Like, no, we got married young.
Yeah.
You
got
yeah,
married
I got married young. I mean, everybody was saying like, you I ain't gonna get into it.
No, what they were
They
saying.
were saying like, man, I don't want to get into it.
Was it the people of God or was it the heathens
It was both.
out there?
It was both. It was. There were people who wanted me to break up with you. There were people who wanted me to break up with you.
Wait,
early in the,
did they go to our church? That's a yes.
Couple did not. Like, I mean, they had an idea of who I was because really nobody knew me, right? Because I'm quiet to myself. But they probably thought that they wanted me to date their daughters or whatever. They didn't really want to. They didn't want me to. So I leave that part at that. But
nah,
yeah,
that's wild. So they thought you were too young to get married.
some yes. We tried to get married young though. We were like
We did.
18. No, I was not 18. No, 19, 20.
Yeah.
One of those two.
If you were 19, I was 22. That's probably honestly about the time we tried to get married.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was about 2 years into our relationship. So it felt like we'd already been dating a long time. Like at that point. And so we were like ready to, I guess, take the next step.
Wow. That just told me everything that I need to know. 22, 19. Now, that's a very interesting disparity between the age. Because understand something. When a woman is 22, she's already in the clubs. She's already buying liquor. She is way more advanced than a dude who is only 19. And understand something. Typically, women usually date men who are older because they like a man to be a leader. See what I'm saying? But when a woman is 22 and she targets a dude who is only 19, that woman is a control freak. She wants to be in control. Usually, those women are typically masculine and independent driven, and they want a little boy toy that they can control. Understand that, fellas. That's never a good thing. So off rip, this is a bad sign. Let's keep going.
We didn't get married for 5 more years. Do you think that that was the best course of action?
100%.
Yeah,
We got married earlier, we probably wouldn't be together right now.
I agree.
Yeah. You were a lot. You were a lot.
Wow. So 27, and he was only 24. And he's saying that she were a lot.
No, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be honest with you though. This
Uh-huh.
is when I knew. Well, first, no. This is when I knew you were gonna be a lot. We were dating at this time, and you were driving in the left lane, and you were driving like kind of slower, and there were cars like honking at you, and you like they can go around. I was like, yeah, you're gonna be a problem.
A problem?
I knew it was gonna be some things like we were gonna butt heads on for sure, but I was willing to, you know, the great outweighed the not good. I ain't gonna say bad. There's
Okay.
no bad in you.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah,
the
yeah.
great was just outweighed the not good.
Yeah, be
Girl.
careful.
You said be careful.
You got to come home with me.
100%.
No, like y'all, these reactions are genuine because this is my first time hearing about it.
Okay. Yeah, that was when I knew though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were something serious. Yeah.
I remember that day. I was already like the speed limit is 70. I was already going like 85.
Yeah, but doesn't matter. That's not what that is. That's not what that's about. That left lane is for passing and speeding. So if you're speeding and somebody is speeding more than you're speeding, you need to move out of their way. Anyway, that was when I knew. But I was like, I'm willing to take that. You know, what was it like dating somebody younger? Like, did anybody talk to you? Like, what were your
When we first started dating, I was embarrassed.
okay?
I don't know if I've ever
You
told
never
you
told me
that.
that. That hurt a little bit.
I'm sorry.
Jeez, Louise.
It wasn't like you as a person, right? Like, because I could talk about you and I'm like, oh my gosh, he's amazing. Like, he's the best guy, like, best boyfriend ever. Like, he's so sweet to me. But I was in college.
Right.
You were in high school.
Absolutely, big dog status.
And my friends in college was like, Aisha, like, be for real now.
Be for real.
Be for real.
Be for
Like
real.
we're at campus with all these grown men and you go get a child.
Dang, a child is what they were saying? That's tough.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
And that's what I'm saying, bro. She was in college, doing her thing, having fun. But that's the thing. A woman will have fun with the fun guys. But once she realized the fun guys is not going to marry her, she's going to find a dude that she could control and somewhat groom into marrying her in order to get what she wants. And that's what this seems so far.
I'll put it to you like this. So when I knew I really liked you, and I've shared this story with you before, I knew I liked you when you first came into your mom's classroom. So I remember sitting with who I was sitting with. I wonder if they remember too, but I was sitting at the table, you walked in, I was like, I'm gonna marry her. And they were like, nah, mind you, I'm in 7th grade at this point. I'm in your mom's class, because your mom was my teacher.
So I was at about 11th
You were in
grade.
11th grade. I'm in 7th grade. And I was like, I'm gonna marry her. And I remember when I'm saying, boy, that girl don't want you. That's a grown woman. You was in middle school. I said, I'm gonna marry her, watch. Like, want her. And then I remember your mom had like your senior portraits. This was the next year. She was my teacher, 7th grade, 8th grade. So the next year, your senior portrait was up there and I was looking at them. and like on the desk, and I'm standing next to your mom on the desk, and I'm looking, and your mom punched me in the arm. Wow. And she was like, "Don't be lusting after my daughter." I'm like, "Ow, what is lust? I don't know what that is." Talking about lusting after her. I'm just looking at the lady. She fine.
Which is wild because my mom was your teacher in a public school and
Yeah.
she punched you.
Yeah, but your mom was different though. She had that rapport with students like that. She had that stick. You feel me? I remember all that.
Yeah, she had the
She had a
stick.
stick in the drawer. Like it was not a gun, because like that's the
Yeah,
term,
no,
but
no,
it was
no.
like a physical stick
I
that
think
you
it was
would
called like Mr. Get Right, Mr. Get
something.
Right.
I never got hit with the stick, but she definitely punched me in the arm that time.
It was from when she pledged. It was her Zeta Phi Beta stick.
Got you. So I
Yeah.
just learned something new. But yeah, that was when I knew though.
Yeah.
And then when you started picking, like I think one time you dropped me off at my auntie house, and I was sitting in the car. I'm like, yeah, this feel right. That felt right.
Me driving.
Yeah. No, I'm saying like
You in the passenger
that time
seat.
of us just being together riding in the car, I was like, this feels right.
Yeah.
This feels right. So
So
everything.
not in 7th grade. I really was not studying you in 7th grade. By 8th grade, I was like, he kind of cute. Like he's slick cute. You know what I'm saying? But he's too young.
Church.
Like I would never, because you were so young. You know, that's a little taboo.
I mean, I was young, but I felt like I was mature.
You are mature.
Yeah, thank
Now think about it, right? Back then, she's saying, I will never, right? But she ended up marrying him. Why do you think that is? It's simply because she jumped out in the streets. It's like, damn. I mean, I can't get these dudes to save me. So then, being who she is, she groomed this little young dude who got a crush on her. This man didn't know better. He young. He think it's cute to pull like a chick who is older. And that's cool. But don't let her put you in a situation where you're trying to save an older woman, bro. She's always going to control you. She will never look at you like the man. You will never be the man of the house. This is wild.
Like most of the time I forget, even now, that we're not the same age or that you're not older than me.
Yeah.
Honestly, because you definitely carry yourself very well.
Oh, thank you so
Yeah.
much. But yeah, so that was kind of the origin of when I knew that I was gonna marry, or I knew I at least wanted to date you seriously. You know, definitely wanted to do that. And then
Homie, you're green. You don't know better. And this is why a man gotta have elders around him to pull him aside and teach him the game a little bit. Like, bro, it's cool to deal with an older chick, but just understand that's just a fun time. Do not wife her up. That's all it is. But obviously, this young man, well, he did say a lot of people told him not to marry her because you're 24, marrying a woman who is 27. And 27, and I told you guys this many times, once a woman reach 26, 27, 28, 29, that's when she's almost past her prime. So that's when she's going to desperately want a man to save her. That's when she's going to be pushing for marriage. That's usually how it goes. But when she's 21, 22, 23, 24, she's going to be in the streets having fun. That's how it goes, fellas.
y'all started inviting me to church, and I remember that time. I remember I came to church, and either that Monday or that following week, your mom asked me how was church. I remember I'm coming out of the locker room, the boys' locker room, into the gym, and she
Mm-mm-mm.
was like, "How was church?" And I was like, "I mean, it was cool. All the girls were saying I was cute." And she was like, "Boy, that ain't why you come to church. You come to church to get saved and to learn about Jesus and to praise God." I'm like, "Okay, I'll see y'all Sunday."
Sad,
Everybody
bro.
pretty, everybody think I'm cute, so I'm coming. But I was really worried about you. I was like, but I also felt like, I couldn't really get to you, so I always kind of, played it cool, played it relaxed, but I always had the intention of dating you though.
So the wild part is there was a girl that went to our church. So I'm 3 years older than you.
Mm-hmm.
There's a girl that went to our church that was 3 years younger than you. I felt like we were too like far apart. Like, oh, he's too young for me,
Mm-hmm.
But I like right before we started actually dating, I tried to put her on you.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Tripping.
She's wild.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, even me, I'd never really liked younger girls. So
Yeah.
I've only dated I've dated 2, maybe 3 girls that were younger
This
than
is
me.
crazy, bro.
But they it wasn't even a full year. Like I was like, I don't want to be 18 and you're 17 type thing for me. Because back then I was like, I'm not going to jail for nobody or nothing. Not going.
Bro, she wasn't interested in you. I'm pretty sure, I'm just taking a wise guess here. I'm pretty sure the only time she became interested is when she realized, like, I could get this little dude to marry me. I'm pretty sure that's the only time things changed between these two. Because she's telling you, yo, back then I was never interested in you. I never saw you like that. Matter of fact, I was trying to put this other chick on you. But all of a sudden they are married now?
to jail. So
We didn't start dating until you were 18.
man, that's what you say.
We did not
We
start
didn't
dating.
officially start.
We did not officially start dating until you were
Yeah.
18. We started talking
We were talking.
a couple of months before you turned 18.
And remember, y'all, I was more mature. I was mature for my age, so it didn't always seem like I was 17.
And let me just put it out there, okay? We did start talking when you were 17. We didn't officially start dating until you were 18. For all the folks that we knew who might call them folks on me for being older than you, I wasn't going to jail for you either.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't want you to.
So that's why we didn't start dating until you were 18.
I need you free.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So tell them about how I'm gonna let you make it. I'm gonna let you make it.
That could have went so many directions.
It really could have went a lot of ways.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, we weren't talking.
Mm-hmm.
But you had a boyfriend at the time.
I did. Ooh.
And yeah, you didn't think I was going there, huh? Yeah. We were talking at the time, and you had a boyfriend. I didn't know you had a boyfriend.
Yeah.
I was absolutely clueless. And somebody were at the gas station. They were like, they said something about you kissing somebody. And I'm like, man, that girl ain't kissing nobody. Like, she's single because we're talking at this time.
We were talking?
We were talking.
Okay.
I'm like, that girl ain't kissing nobody.
I don't think we were talking, but
I'm telling you because I'm like, I was mad when she told me you had a boyfriend. She was like, she got a whole boyfriend. I'm like, that girl don't got no boyfriend. She was like, yes, he do. Yes, she do.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, chill out. And then she started proving that you had a boyfriend. I was like, that's crazy. So I fell back a little bit. Then you said that's when I posted a picture or something with some other girl and that whole nine. But yeah, you had a.
So I remember it very specifically.
Mm-hmm.
It was Easter Sunday.
Okay.
2015.
Dang.
Right?
Okay.
It was 2015.
Okay.
Easter Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
He and we had taken a break.
Mm-hmm.
We were not talking.
Who is we? You and.
Me and the guy.
Okay, you and the guy.
Me and the guy had taken a break.
Uh-huh.
We were not talking at that time. I remember I had brought my little makeup case to church.
Mm-hmm.
because I'm a PK, so we got to get there early, okay? And I bring my makeup case in the bathroom. The door's open though, like just in case somebody needs to go to the bathroom, I'll step out, you can use it, whatever. I see you walk by in the reflection of the mirror, and I was like, "Hey, Todd," and you were like, "Yes, ma'am," cheesing and grinning. And I was like, "When we get married?" And you were like, "Let me get back to you." Now, at this point, I'm
What?
legitimately joking. I was legit joking. Don't make that face. But
Bro, open your eyes, bro. Your brother's a liar. Like, this is crazy. She's playing this dude for a fool, man. Fellas, y'all gotta understand the thing about women. Women mature faster than men, emotionally. So if a woman is 20 and a dude is 17, she's way advanced than him. This chick is playing games. And he's just green. This is just a dude who likes her. He just thinks, oh, shorty's cute, I like her. But she's using that against him. Instead of her telling him, yo, I'm not interested, I got a boyfriend, she kept him on standby. Just in case. That's how you know shorty's a bird, bro. A bird will always keep a dude on standby. A bird will always keep a dude in her back pocket. A just in case dude. Facts.
you came back to me and you gave me an actual date.
Actual date,
It was like
April 22nd. The year was 2020. I think 2020.
it was April 21st, 2022 or April 23rd, 2022.
It was one of them two.
It was one of those
It's in
two.
between those 3 days, but I remember
Yes.
April 2.
It was the 2022, but it was either 21st or 23rd.
Right.
Okay. So I remember thinking like, that's 7 years from now. Boy, bye. I got somebody ready to marry me like tomorrow.
He was.
I'm not finna wait on you.
Okay.
But the bro just said she was joking. She just said she was joking. This is wild, bro. This is nasty work right here. She might be worse than the chick who made her husband wait 3 years. She might be worse than that chick from yesterday. She damn near groomed this dude. Wow, that's ill.
I'm not gonna wait on you. I got somebody ready to marry me tomorrow. But I was flattered that you even came up with a date.
I didn't. Okay, I'll let you finish.
So at this time, I'm still not talking to him. I said that to you though. I was like, boy, ain't nobody finna wait 7 years. Okay. Later on
This is ill.
is when you post that picture. I remember now. Okay. You was sitting on the beach with another girl.
Yeah.
I know who she was, but you put it on your Instagram. And I remember sitting there talking to my friend like, ain't no way.
You had a boyfriend.
I got so mad, I went back to him.
This is the games these birds be playing, bro. She's playing this dude for a fool, and she's trying to guilt trip him. Well, you posted that one girl. What I gotta do with anything? At first you said y'all were just talking, y'all didn't date when he was 17 and you was 20 and you were 20. Now you're talking about the fact that he posted another girl, trying to guilt trip him to make yourself feel good, to justify your actions.
You had it. No, you already.
No. We were not talking at the time.
All right,
So
if you say so.
I got so mad. I was like, you know what? I'm not finna play with this little boy. He said it was gonna be.
Bro, what the hell? This dude married this chick, bro. This is nuts.
so mad. I was like, you know what? I'm not finna play with this little boy.
The disrespect is crazy. This is sad, man. This is sad, fellas. We gotta do better, bro. Seriously, fam. When a woman refers to you as a little boy, there's no way she could respect you. Of course, she could act and pretend like she does. But this is how she truly feels about you. She ain't finna play with your little ass. That's what she's saying. She's looking at you like a little boy. And you went ahead and married this broad, bro? She got him. She got him.
He said it was gonna be 7 years before he'd be even ready to marry me.
Well.
The man was 17. The man was 17. This is what I just told you guys, bro. He was the only dude who was willing to save this bird.
Uh-huh.
So I didn't come up with the date.
Uh-huh.
I had that date already.
You had that date already.
I already had that date.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, I
think it was like a Thursday.
I didn't know you had, when you asked me that, I didn't know you had a boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
You had a boyfriend.
Okay, we weren't talking.
Y'all weren't talking, but you had one.
Okay.
So then, boom, I find out about it, and I'm like, all right, I'm cool on that. Because like you said, after that, you saw that I posted a picture.
Mm-hmm.
That was when I learned you had a boyfriend. Because I was like, who she think she playing with? It's me.
First of all, I
It's
felt
the
like you
big
were
dog.
a player anyway, so I didn't.
I mean, yeah, traumatically, but yeah,
yeah.
It was. We went through that phase. Well, I went through that phase of trying to, I guess, like, what is it? Have a fulfillment that really couldn't.
Bro, you was 17, fam. You were green. You was trying to figure life out. That's all it is. Don't let this broad guilt trip you into making you feel like you were doing something wrong, bro. This is sad, fam. This man hasn't even lived yet, bro. She stunted this man's growth.
Be filled.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Like, it was always I don't know. I knew how I operated. We can talk about that a little bit too. We can talk.
We can go
we gonna
there.
get it. Yeah, we got
8 minutes.
8 minutes. All right. Yeah. Anyway, so I'll put it to you like this. For me, I remember the first time I tried to be faithful in a relationship. I was never faithful in a relationship prior to that.
Listen, man. Fellas, y'all gotta be careful out here because a situation like this could happen to anybody. This woman legit took advantage of this dude. If you meet a woman, fellas, and she already got a boyfriend, you already know that's not the type of woman that you should wife. Because the same way how she could leave her boyfriend for you, that same thing will happen to you eventually. That's how life works. And the only reason why she probably left her boyfriend for him is simply because she knew he was the only dude who was willing to marry her. This is a woman who was desperately looking for a man to save her because she wanted to be a wife. And the funny thing about it is the same situation as the lady she interviewed yesterday. These women married men that they could take advantage of. Fellas, be wise out here, bro. Don't let these women groom you all into these types of situations. This right here is sad, bro. I can't even watch this anymore. Look, please leave your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought about this, man. Please. It's your boy AyeQ. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'm out.
Imagine him being in a hospital room and the baby's coming out.
Fellas, again, focus on yourself. That's what it is.